Oh, Côte d'Ivoire against Germany. David versus Goliath. Senegal versus David versus Goliath. I feel like pundits, commentators, the
It's very
the media.
patronizing, by the way.
Yeah, it's patronizing, but more importantly, it's also inaccurate now. Okay? First of all, physically, if you look at the actual players,
It's reversed, yes.
yeah, the roles are definitely reversed. Right? Germany was struggling for size.
So you're saying it's wrong both metaphorically and also literally, yes.
And quite literally. And secondly, I think we've outgrown that metaphor, David versus Goliath, because it's not David versus Goliath, you know? It's not like, oh, can David defeat Goliath? No, David is now a world beater. David has multiple players from Europe playing in his squad. David now has some of the most talented footballers.
David has been in the gym. Taking steroids.
Taking creatine, doing his thing. David is like on top of it. David's got a few belts under, you know what I mean, on his waist.
I always had a problem with the original story anyway.
Why?
I felt David was a wimp. He was just throwing things, like, come on.
Nah, man. Can I tell you? It's actually funny you say that. I remember reading something that says we might have misunderstood that whole story if it was a real story that happened. Because they're saying, by all accounts, Goliath may just have been like this very big lumbering man.
Oh, okay.
And David was actually nimble, was like super quick with his slingshot. It was actually a bad matchup for Goliath.
Yes. Okay.
Like Goliath, it was actually bad for him. Even if you read it in the story, in the Bible, like David comes there and he's like, I don't need all this armor. I don't need...
because it will weigh me down.
Yeah, he's like, it'll weigh me down. And so like Goliath is there, this lumbering, you know what I mean?
I see your point, yes.
And that's what I think it is. In a weird way, it shouldn't be, will David beat Goliath? It should be like, is Goliath still what he's hyped up to be?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like a lot of host nations, or a lot of the big nations, the old winners,
European nations and South American nations,
they're just old Goliaths. Like England, they're considered a Goliath.
Yes,
but
when was
the last time they won a fight? The big fights.
That's what I'm thinking. It comes down to the recognizability.
When was the last time Brazil won its big fights?
Yes, it comes down to how recognizable your players are.
When was the last time Italy hasn't met the Italy still considered a Goliath.
Yes.
When was the last time Italy... Think about it.
Since 2006.
Come on. We're still calling these teams Goliaths. At some point, we've got to change the term now. It can't be like... It can be like, yo, is this Goliath still
Germany
Goliath?
Didn't make it out of the group 2 consecutive World Cups. 2018 and 2022. And still,
you get what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
I think all of these games, you can't look at Senegal anymore. Even the way the pundits talk about it. I mean, not that I should be. It's not like I'm offended by this, but I even find it weird that even the commentators and the pundits are still like, and Africa, look at the Africans doing it. No one says that about the European teams.
When a movie star has been so good, they cost on the hype of their success for the longest time. And then you go do you know many bad movies Nicolas Cage had to put out for us to finally go guys, I think Nicolas Cage is no longer a star. But for the longest time, it was Nicolas Cage, box office superstar. And you're guys, I think
we need to start. We need to start because, let's look at the Germany-Côte d'Ivoire game. Germany-Ivory Coast. Coming in, people would go, oh, David versus Goliath. Can Ivory Coast stand up to them? Watch the actual game. Watch the chances created.
Germany was struggling, yes.
There's a specific moment that we all remember. If Simon Adingra...
First times that ball, yes.
Just puts it on target.
Nicolas Pepe, by the way, late in the game as well.
All of a sudden, the game has changed. You know what I mean? It's not like Germany was all over that team. Germany scores a phenomenal goal. But even that tells you something. If you have to score a phenomenal goal to win the game, it means that you weren't the Goliath you thought you were.
Yes, but I think
Spain against Saudi Arabia. That is you can see that this is a lopsided competition. But if you have to put together the most amazing pass, the most amazing touch and turn and shot to get your goal, then, my friend, this wasn't a mismatch.
No, but I think...
Does that make sense?
No, but I think it's still... And I agree with you, but I think it's also about the legacy, how many titles you've won.
But that's my point.
I'll give you an example. Germany versus Ivory Coast.
Yes.
When Germany scores, when Dennis Under, quick turn and that first time shot, first of all, by the way, a natural finisher, because he didn't even need to look where the goal was. He
Absolutely out of this world.
So when he scores, almost every person I know who is a student of the game, every person who has loved the game for a long time, immediately went back to Gary Lineker's court. You know that famous quote by Gary Lineker?
No.
Where when like football is a simple game where 22 men chase the ball for 90 minutes and in the end the Germans win.
That's so funny.
So everyone went back to that. Everyone remembered, oh, this is what the Germans do. There were so many Dutch fans. Because Holland and Germany have, or the Netherlands and Germany have that weird rivalry.
Yeah.
There's so many Dutch fans who went like, yeah, we've seen this happen so many times. The Germans always do this. It's almost like they give you hope and then a dagger. So I think it's about the legacy. And you're right.
I hear
right.
you.
It's
But
wrong,
at some point, we're going to ask ourselves, like, is Goliath the underdog now?
You know
That's what we're going to ask
You know
ourselves.
what's happening? Because Americans would relate to this. It's the legacy admission. You know when they go like, oh, your father was an alumnus.
Yes.
He was an alumnus at this college. Oh, the library is named after him.
Yes.
And
just because your dad
you
went to the school doesn't mean you deserve to be
You
at
don't
the
have the
school.
grades even. But they go like, oh, right.
You don't
way.
have... Germany won the World Cup.
Yes.
Not this German
Not this
squad.
generation, yes.
You get what I'm saying? This current Argentina squad won the World Cup.
Yes.
See, that's different.
Yes, that's different.
This
yes.
current French squad won the World Cup. That's different. When you look at like the pieces,
so you're saying
a
Italy,
lot of it.
Italy shouldn't be getting into a college.
You can't.
Italy should be going to a community college somewhere.
You can't still be riding on the coattails of a generation that doesn't exist anymore. Oh, we've won the World Cup. No, we. Who's we? That's where if you had like an African parent, they would be quick to tell you.
Yeah, they would be reminded.
You'd be like, we bought this house. They'd be like, who's we? You live in this house. I bought
this
it.
is my roof, yes.
Yeah, this is my house and my car.
Yeah, but that's why we don't
You live in it.
Yeah, but that's why we don't have Nepo babies in Africa.
Yeah, that's exactly.
The concept of the Nepo baby is spoiled.
No.
It's like totally...
So for me...
It's wasted on an African parent.
It doesn't work.
Because an African parent goes like, what do you mean? This is my stuff. You better go out there and look for your own stuff. Because I also remember African parents love struggle. They go like, yeah, I struggled.
Yeah, do you know what I did to get here?
Yes, you have to struggle as well. You appreciate it when you struggle.
Maybe that's why we appreciate Team USA so much now, is because it feels like their struggle is bearing fruit. Thank you again so much to the sponsor of today's episode, Mazda. Mazda delivers confidence and control in every single drive. And Consumer Reports' safest new car brand award proves it. You know, there's a phrase I really like. A lot can happen when an accident doesn't. And that's true. A calm drive home, a conversation that continues, a trip that stays exactly what it was supposed to be. That's what we're looking for. Mazda has been named Consumer Reports' safest new car brand in America. Mazda's safety features are designed to bring more enjoyment to every drive, not to take away from it, so you can do what you feel like doing. Mazda has been named Consumer Reports' safest new car brand, people. Safest. Visit MazdaUSA.com to learn more.